Hi, this is Cheryl Stinchcomb, the creator of Cheryl Web TV and the author of Pinterest Marketing. And I have a lot of great training here for you, so I want you to keep your eyes open. We're going to go through all the steps and really important tips so you can learn how to market your business on Pinterest and make the most of it. So stay tuned for this next training. Well, welcome to this Pinterest training video. I am Cheryl Stinchcomb and I'm the author of Pinterest Marketing. And today I want to talk to you about how to create effective Pinterest boards that are going to be unique to your brand, are going to attract more customers to your Pinterest profile. Let's go ahead and get started. You also want to get really creative about your boards and creating the names. So there is a lot of importance that's placed on the board names on Pinterest. You want to categorize those boards correctly, just like you're doing your pins. And you want to think about the placement and the facing of board pictures. So first of all, here's some key points. Your board names. You want to make sure it's unique to your brand. Okay. Second, you want to make sure that you tell a story through your pins and as well through your board names. Also, you want it to communicate what's really important to your brand. Now, you're going to have a lot of things on there to build relationships that's not specific to your company or it's not specific to your products, and I encourage you to do that. But you want to make sure when someone visits, they go, I get it. I know what this person does. I know what they offer, and they can decide right there, does it relate to me or does it not relate? Now, here's a really great example of a company that is using their boards to tell a story, and it's Southwest Airlines. And I love this. They did a vintage board which shows the old school outfits they used to wear, the planes. They're really cool pictures. So it's really fun to learn about the history of a company because you kind of see where they came from and where they are today. Next, they have the destinations and the airports and where they go. When you're traveling, sometimes it can be really exhausting, or if you don't travel a lot, you kind of forget about the tips that can make your traveling a lot easier, and they have a board for that. And then they have their in-flight magazine pins, which really just kind of shows who they are today and what they have to offer. So I really love their boards. They're just really great examples. So I'm going to get you started with some board names that could really help if you have your own business or if you're marketing yourself. So the first one is you can do VIP boards, or you can show pictures of your loyal customers and a little bit of description about them. You can do a social media board, which is socialize with us. So you can have, each pin in that board can be a Twitter account or your Facebook. So when they click on it, they go directly to those social media platforms. 3 is you can get testimonials from your customers. 4 is seasonal promotions or contest winners. You can do a board with your employees and have them, pictures with their favorite company memories, any charity involvement or local community support you have. Quotes are awesome. They go really viral on Pinterest, so you really want to have some quotes in there. Company TV boards, so you can actually load videos. And breaking news, anything that's newsworthy, articles or videos about your company or about yourself and when they were in the news. So it's really going to give you something well-rounded on your Pinterest account that's going to tell people about where you came from and also where you're going. So let's talk about categorizing your boards correctly and why it's so important. First of all, if you don't categorize it correctly, you're not going to reach your target market. Okay, so when they go and search a specific name, you want your boards to pop up because there's 3 different ways they can look at boards, pins, and pinners with those keywords. Then the other thing is people get really annoyed when they find pins or boards that don't apply to the category. So you just want to make sure you make it user-friendly or people are going to avoid your Pinterest account or they're going to get annoyed, and that's the last thing that you want to do. So here's an example of a lot of the categories for the boards. What you want to do is pick the best one for what you're going to pin. And there are some other ones that aren't on here actually when you create a board, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. There are some other ones. There's an other on there which I have used just because I do a lot of business pinning and marketing, and there really isn't a great category for that. So they do have another one that you can choose if you're having a hard time settling down with the ones they gave you. Then you want to do really good board descriptions. Now we talked about this with the pin already, but you also want to do it with the board so people really understand it. You can make it really unique and you make it fun and also show your personality. So this one right here is a Fan-Based Profits. It was a training program I put together that teaches you how do you combine Facebook and Pinterest together into one course and really be able to, boost your sales to your website as quickly as possible. Now, people don't know what Fan-Based Profits is. It's not an obvious thing. So I wanted to make sure I gave a description of what it is, and I had some of the keywords in there. And then I offer them a free 58-minute training video that's going to give them the 7 simple marketing strategies that's going to help them create massive sales to make this the best year ever. And then they can go register, and there's the website, and I've got a few pins. Now, I always write descriptions in my boards. Like here it has puppy love, and obviously by looking at it you know it's puppies. So you're probably saying, why in the world do I need to give a description for that? Well, the reason why is you can also, through your descriptions, explain, people learn about you by the way you write and the things that you talk about. So it's really, again, Pinterest is not just about pinning pictures and forgetting about it. It is a social network. So you have to interact with people. You have to like their pins. You have to comment. You have to repin. And so part of this description is building that relationship and being social on Pinterest. So you also want to make sure that you organize your boards strategically. So most people when they're browsing, as we saw in the example earlier with the beauty department and homes and gardens, homes and gardens, they're going to look at your profile, they're going to look at your picture, and they're going to look at the first couple rows. So you want to make sure those first couple rows really talk about who you are, your products, and what you have to offer. You also want to make them appealing with the right face photo, and I'm going to show you what I mean in a minute. So to show you, let's go ahead and head over to Pinterest and let's start a new board. I'm going to kind of tie all this in together for you. So, all right, so here's my Pinterest account, and I'm on my boards, and I'm just going to hit the bottom left and go Create Board. And then I'm just going to do a name. I haven't thought about what name I would do. I'm just going to say personal development for now. I would get more specific and more unique. I haven't really thought this through. And then you're going to type in your description. Description with keywords. Then you're going to click on and choose a category. So some of the things, obviously, like I said, if you can't find something that's really specific and ties in, like they have one for products, I'm just going to choose other for now. You can do a secret board, which I'm not going to talk about right now, but a secret board, if you clicked on, it's not working. You should click on no, this will slide over and it will show red yes, and then when you hit create board, no one will be able to see it but you until you make it go live. So I'm just going to create this board. I can go in and delete it. Now you have it, right? Here's the name, but there's no description. So you want to click on this edit board right here. Then you would go in and fill in the description. Who can pin? You can invite other people to do that. We're not going to go through that right now. And then you can save your changes. And then once you have your board, you can add a pin and go through all of those 6 steps that we talked about. How do you optimize your pin? So that's really what you need to do on your boards to make it nice and easy. So I would just recommend that you do some homework before. And that way when you get to this point of creating the board, you can just copy and paste the name, the category it's going in, and you can copy and paste the description. It will move really, really fast. Okay, and here's the last thing I want to show you. I had mentioned you need to make sure you can see the face of the picture. And what I mean by that is the face is within these little boundaries here. So if you have a picture that doesn't show the whole thing, it's just really not as appealing. So what you want to do is to change the cover, you hover over the picture, click on change cover, and then you can click through. And so this opening right here is the window or the face of your board. So you can see this one right here is cutting off some of the picture. I could always move it down if I wanted, and that would be a good one if I would have titled that book or what I had on that paper. You just kind of arrow through and click which one you like best, and you just want to kind of change them up as often as you can, because that when people come back, it looks like they have something new to look at. And that way you are keeping your Pinterest profile and your boards fresh for your users, and it looks like they have something new to look at every single time they come. Well, I hope this Pinterest marketing training really gave you some value today on how you create effective Pinterest boards. They're going to keep your followers coming back and really attract new customers to your Pinterest profile. Have a really great day. Well, I really hope you liked this Pinterest marketing training video. And if you'd like to get all 8 of my training videos, all you have to do is go to my website, which is CherylStinchcomb.com. And actually, if you just visit the link below, you can go in and you'll be able to get all of my 8 Pinterest marketing training videos to be able to help you market your business on Pinterest. So again, that website is CherylStinchcomb.com, and all you have to do is visit the link below. Thank you.